Hello. Good morning. This is my take on Violet. Um, Willy Wonka. Violet, you're turning violet. Happy Monday. It's a weird Monday. It's like gloomy outside. I can't find anything that I need inside. So, yeah. Good morning, though. Yesterday, I was able to do the tutorial for the new Aura Rosa pattern. I searched for 3 hours for my creative grid ruler. I did find the batting cut pre-cuts, but I cannot find my ruler. It's just been one of those days. I already drank a large coffee with 2 espressos and I'm so tired. I want to crawl into bed. And apparently I picked the wrong bubblegum because this bubblegum is not trying to blow bubbles. So I'm looking at I was like scrolling through Facebook and I'm seeing all these beautiful bags and I see that some people are coming out with patterns and there's a couple of advent calendars that are coming out next month, which is really weird to say next month when it's on Wednesday. So weird. Um yeah. Oh, just like you just go through like Can-Do or in CJ. There's so many different pattern designers, and there's like sneak peeks. Just go if you go through creative bag making, so whatever or size swags, bags production. You can just you're not on Facebook, then just go through put bag making in Instagram if you have Instagram, and you can see things through there too. So I just usually just scroll and I'm like, ooh, I can't wait till that comes out. Ooh, I can't wait till that comes out. Oh, so Geeko Box is coming out. Oh my god, yes, Cindy, that would be something I'm totally would be into. I already feel like I'm a glutton though because I so used to say Shannon's name that it I got the Stitch Supply Co. and I did get Sally Tomato. I was looking for one more, and I think I really want to get the one from New Moxie. It's just like I said that her products are very, very, very good. So I'm excited to see that collab. I do see a collab that Lauren had, and it had a couple people in it. It mostly with Alex. She's one of the people that helped work so magical, and I saw that she weft and warped. There's come in Heartwood and Hyde was in it. So I think that's going to be a good box. I think if I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to remember the email. It's either 2 or 4 projects that you'll have. So I mean that's a good one too. I just think the fact that there's advent calendars for us is such a big thing because like just 3 years ago there was like hardly nothing. I remember when I got the first Sally Tomatoes one. It was me and this one other quilton. Her name is Raven. Um, we were the only 2 people that were doing videos on it because like hardly nobody knew about it. Then yes, last year was the second year, and I was like, hey, guess what? You know what? I'm gonna try a different one, and I was instant regret. I should have just sticked with Sally Tomatoes because Sally Tomatoes is bag making. So it's nothing else except bag making. Um, I love what they did last year, and I'm kind of hoping that they do it this year, where they did like a Santa's elf shop, the kind of thing where they went live in the morning and you've seen them put together the boxes before they ship them out. I thought that was so sweet and so endearing. Hey, Christine. I know that's good. I want. Hmm. Oh my goodness. I know I wanna get one more, I just don't wanna be, like, too greedy. Um, I definitely wanna get one more. There's Fireweed Stitch out of Alaska, she has one too. There's so many, like, smaller groups that are having them too. There's a couple in the UK. Um, they're just a little bit of everywhere right now. And it's like so exciting because at on the first, that's when a lot of them start giving like hints or start shipping them out. So what I plan on doing is that we won't be filming here in the morning for Captain's Log. We're gonna go where my fabric wall is, where the bigger Juki is, because I could put my advent calendars like on things so I can open them and the stuff can be displayed. I'm really excited though. I'm really excited to see what everything got, especially the Stitch Supply Co. because the box is like the collaboration with Juicy Guy. I don't know. I just seen his tree collection and I just went bananas. I'm really excited for all these boxes. I'm I'm glad Cindy you got the one from New Moxie. New Moxie. Yeah. So today's just a pretty like blah day. I have a headache. I could feel a storm coming in, but I feel pretty good. Despite the headache. If I could find this template, it would literally make my whole week. That's all I'm doing today. I'm looking for the template, cleaning up, and then trying to get a sewing project done and filmed. Good morning. Cloudy and cold. Yeah, it's not cold. It's 55 degrees. It's just there's like you could tell it's gonna storm. That's it. Like you could tell. I have my Karen, my creative grid. I have a creative grid ruler that is for the bowl cozies, and I wanted to do a video on it because I love the fact that you can one buy the pre-cuts of the fabric, and two, it's a grid so that you don't have to print anything out, and you can get them usually at you can get them at Joann's, Walmart, your local craft store. And I cannot find it. I know exactly what it looks like because I left it in the in its original plastic thing so that way I can find it. And I found I found the inserts, everything, even the fabrics that I had, I put away. Yeah. So I wanted to do that because I thought that would be a really fun project to sew together, as well as I think it would be really cool to for like I said, craft shows. We are in craft season. There's a couple that I signed up for. There's a couple that I veered away from. Because craft shows, they can be ranged. Some could be free, some can cost hundreds of dollars to get in. And I'm just looking at fast projects that we can do together. Yeah. Yeah, from Creative Grids. Yes. That's what you can get at the Fat Quarter Shop. I believe you can get it at my Handmade Space. I want to say I think I got my rulers from her and my pre-cut patterns. So I'm trying to see if I can find that I could do a video for that today so it could be out for you tomorrow, because I feel like one, we're going into the holiday season. As soon as it hits midnight and it's November the 1st, I'm going to be in full holiday mode. So these are really good gifts, good things to put on your Etsy, or there's something new. It's either Michael's has a creative space where it's similar to Etsy, and I wanted to unpack that and talk about that in November. There's two different places I see now that are like competing head to head with Etsy, and I just wanted to talk about that and see if there's anybody that has any experience with that, and try to maybe get them on so they can answer questions for you guys. I just noticed it the other day, and I think it's just like a $10 a month fee thing, or there's tiers. But I need to research more into that. It was brought to my attention because I was at Michael's and I was looking at something. And they were like, "Oh, did you see our creative space?" Yes, yes, I believe I got my templates from my Handmade Space. Good morning. That's so sweet. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing, is trying to find my templates, because I know I have them. I know I have them. They're in 3 other places that I don't want to go into. It's either into this area that I have like all this fabric that is folded on top of and cork that I've used that I need to put away, or they're underneath my storage where I have like a cutting table, and on one side is like storage bins, and I could have put it there. That's the only other. Those are the places I think good, unless one of my kids took it, because my kids are infamous for taking stuff out of my room to use it for other stuff. So I am, yeah, trying to film that today, and I think I have a strike. I think I might be making a Triskel wallet today, or start the edge painting for it. Um, I haven't decided yet. So yeah, and I also want the man. There's so many templates that I want. Have you ever just like the fabric world is like such there's new stuff all the time. And so it's hard, like you realistically think about it. If you had a chance to get every single advent calendar that would not financially burden you, most likely you would, because you want to see what other people are coming up with. Um, Man, fabric world's a money pit. I hear my dog. Loki, what are you eating? And then he stops. Yeah, FOMO's big time. Loki. That's him. Yeah, he's on a good one. But he's gonna go trick or treating tomorrow, so he'll be fine. I gotta finish his costume. He goes trick or treating with the kids and Kendall. I don't do trick or treating. I'm that person that will pass out candy until like 9 o'clock, and then the lights are off, and I'm in my bed, just like decompressing from all the Halloween. I don't know. I was thinking about making him like a poofy theme so he could be a clown. I thought it would be cute like that. Or I was gonna make him a dog leash and then have the big S for Scooby. Something simple. Snowy day. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of jealous of that. I am waiting for the cold. I am bring the cold. I am tired of feeling like I'm melting, because we had a couple days this weekend where it was warm at night and very humid, and I'm just like, I'm done. I don't want to deal with humidity for a while. Just for like, I don't know, a few days. Snowy in Denver, yeah. I know. I seen Emmeline had their first snow. They have a sell when it first snows. I'm like, man, I don't know. Tomorrow we're supposed to like we might hit 32 at night, and once that happens, once we get our first freeze, then it's inevitable, and then I'm happy. I like cold. I love having a hot water bottle, a hot cup of tea, and watching something like, I don't know. I'm just like that. Oh my god, I think I'm burnt out on Halloween. I know it sounds weird. I think it's because I've been watching like nonstop, like when I'm sewing, I'm watching nonstop like horror movies. Well, not like American Horror Stories. I can't watch like The Exorcist because I will be afraid of my own shadow. I will be jumping just because I am a very jumping person. I don't do anything with any kind of exorcist, and I won't. I won't do it. Okay, so I'm like watching all these other stuff like Goosebumps and all that stuff. And now I'm just like, okay, I'm tired of it. But I know that as soon as it hits midnight tomorrow, it is going to be Hallmark all day, every day. Cause like Kindle gets like Christmas out by December 1st. Like, it's just like, I can't. It's Christmas movies all the time. Ooh, snow on the ground. It's cold. You hate it. I'm so sorry, Don. I would do I okay, I don't shovel snow, but I do have 3 kids. They know how to shovel snow really well, and they'll go shovel my neighbors. So I mean, they're young, they got strong backs. I just like the cold. I don't know. The only thing I don't like is when it does that rain and then it freezes and then you slide. I cannot. I trip over my shadow on a good day, but like a frozen ground, oh my god, I cannot tell you how many times I fell and busted something on ice. It's not the best for me. Good morning. Yeah, I can't do the exorcism. I'm sorry. Like my okay, because the thing is that I was a very curious kid. I'm a very curious adult. So like I always want to know why people make things up. or whatever. So my abuelita, she would always tell me this is based on a true story, except it was a boy, and it wasn't here in California and Hollywood. It was in Maryland. And I was like, yeah, 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 whatever. Let's fast forward to 13 years ago when I moved here. That was the first thing I looked up. And when I seen the place where the townhouses that are the original buildings that took place, and there's totally history in, like, in Maryland, they love their scary stuff. Like, it is crazy how much they love it. That's why I told you the fall of Usher was so relevant here, because we have a Poe exhibit. We have the place that he lives that's also like kind of like a Smithsonian museum. We have Edgar Allan Poe festivals, like weeks and stuff like that. It's very important. It's a very important aspect here, and they love telling the story of it. And crazy thing, because it ties into Virginia, because he was in Virginia a lot too. So once they keep telling us like this happened here in Maryland, it just started freaking me out. There's a lot of bad things that are popularized in the horror genre that starts in Maryland, and I'm just like, I get it, 13 original colony thing, and man, it's just, I can't do it, because then it makes it too real, and it's easy if I could pretend that it's not real. It's easier for me to watch it. Ooh, Victorian ghost stories. I wanted to watch Queen Mary because I'm boats, you know, but I seen a little kid get if there's a kid with maniacal laughing or a possessed kid in there, I won't watch it. I won't watch it. Like, I already know I would survive a zombie apocalypse unless it's a child. If I see a child, I'm automatically going to want to try to take care of it, and then I'm going to get bit and I'm going to die. So it's easy. I don't do zombies either. Unless it's like a satire like Shaun of the Dead. Good morning. Yeah, it's a comfortable temperature, but you can feel, Arnetta, can't you feel like the humidity? It's like very humid. Like, I'm like, rain just come. It's sticky. Oh yeah. But think about it. If you're in Maryland, Dalva, you not only get the snow, but we also get hurricanes. So yay. Not as near as bad as what Puerto Rico and Florida gets, but we get hit with some stuff too. We're in this weird little thing where we don't get too much snow, we don't get too much hurricane, but when it is sticky like this, it's just oh yeah. Yep, it lived in Baltimore. I'm in Maryland. Yep, they have the whole house music. They have his townhouse still. It's like there, there's a lot. And he also lived in Richmond, correct, Karen? That's what I was saying. It stays in Maryland, and then it also goes into Virginia. Yeah, I know. I know. I like cold though. I told Kendall I wanted to live in Alaska, and he was like, no. No, I love the cold. I am not a heat girl. Even though my birthday's in the summer, I love about summer is the longer days. But I don't like heat. I am not a mm-mm, mm-mm. Everybody has their preference. And yeah, it does feel sticky. It's a very sticky feeling today. It's cold. Like, it's not cold. It's 55 degrees, but there it feels like it's 55 degrees and you're walking through a wet paper towel nonstop. It's gross. It's gross. Yeah. Oh yeah, when it rains, then it snows, and then it rains again, and you're just like, damn it. Already 2 virtual days? Yeah, my kid's like, Howard County is super weird. Like, it could be a tornado, and like our tornado warnings are real. Like, when you see what happens out here when there's a tornado warning, you'll be like, damn, they did not show that on TV. Like, the rain looks like you just turned on a shower and it's nonstop and it's cracking and everything. They'll keep your kids there, right? They sit underneath the table, or they go to the lowest part of the school and they'll wait it out, which freaks me out, because as a parent, the first thing you want to do is get in your car and go get your kid. And they're like, no, it's safer for you to go in your basement and whatever. I hate sitting in the basement, because then I have a whole Wizard of Oz thing, like, okay, we're just gonna get blown away. And it's not like Louisiana and parts of Texas, but it's still pretty intense here because Maryland is a very interesting place to live. It's one, it's really small. Two, there's a lot of man-made lakes and rivers, but there is the Potomac that runs through the whole thing. So like it gets flooded very easily. So it's not the best. Yes. But yeah, so I was taking the kids to the Poe exhibit, which is in Ellicott. But yeah, so Fall of Usher here has been like the number one talked about thing because everyone in Maryland and Poe, like, it's big. But yes, there's a lot of weird stuff that Baltimore has a lot of history just with spooky stuff, period. But there's a lot of spooky stuff in Maryland. Like there's just like this there's Civil War trail, right? That is supposedly haunted. And it is like a hop, skip, jump away from my house. I'm like, I'm not going on that. I do like the zombie runs that they have here. My kids don't, because I'll leave them behind. All I have to do is be faster than one person. Just but there's a lot of history here. And it's crazy. And my friends who live in Virginia live in Roanoke, and they have their weird history there too. So it's just, I don't know. The 13 colonies always has some pretty weird history. But yes, if you search up Exorcist and Maryland, then you'll get your story. And the crazy thing is they never tore down these townhouses. They're still there. That scene where at the end of Exorcist where the preacher jumps out the window and it's like at a basketball court and you can see the stairs and to the row houses. Yeah, my nosy ass had to see. I was like, damn it. It was so much easier to pretend that this did not exist. I'm originally from California, but I have lived in Seattle. I lived in Colorado. I have lived in Texas. I have lived in Arizona. Um, and now I live in Maryland. I like to live in different states. My favorite state to live in was Seattle because I love the rain. I know I'm weird. I'm weird. I should be like a jazz singer or like someone that like does like poems that are rap songs or something like that. You would think, but no, my voice would kill you. Um, yeah, the Capitol building is supposed to be haunted too. I'm like, ugh. God. Yes, I am a bag maker. I can't watch Annabelle. I can't. You know which one I can't do too, and everyone keeps on telling me to do the haunted, like the House on Haunted Hill, and I just can't. I don't anything jump factor. I'm done. I'm done because I'll be like I'm dying. All of the Bronx, yeah, I like the Bronx though. I like future bag makers. My bubblegum won't pop, but I'm Violet from Willy Wonka. I tried so hard today. See, Violet, why are you turning violet? I thought it was original. I haven't seen anyone do this one yet. Tomorrow I have one that's really intricate and I'm really nervous to do it. I've been wanting to do it. So tomorrow if I'm a little bit later, it's because I'm trying to do a really cool Halloween costume for you. And I'm nervous. I'm super nervous. I have explored a lot in makeup and fake lashes and what I cannot and can't do, and what glasses made me feel like I'm blind for the rest of what contacts made me feel like I'm blind for the rest of the day, which is interesting because they're the FDA ones, but the ones that I got from the hair salon, no issues. The FDA ones, when I take them out for like the rest of the day, everything's like blurry. So there's that. Let's see. Hmm. The low 60s would be nice. Oh yeah, these lashes are the cheapest ones. They're like these all natural lashes. They're not. They cost $6. But what I like about them is that they have this thing that like, you don't have to put glue on them. They have this band that goes on and you put it back onto the box and you put it back onto your eyes. I can take them off easily because I'm allergic to most glues. I have to use like weird tricks. I can usually do it, but soon when I went to the store and I went to go, you think of bubble gum, right? The little bird blowing a bubble. All the kids took it. There were all the boxes were empty, so I went to the grocery store and they did it. So I had to get this. And first of all, I don't like watermelon, but I don't know why there's no gum available in my area right now. So I thought this extra will work, and I was sadly mistaken. And it's gross. It doesn't taste like watermelon. It tastes like sorrow and sadness. It's not great. Oh my God, no. I have the I'm not a big on fake eyelashes. I have a lot. My hair is long. My eyelashes are long, but yeah. Oh, the magnetic ones. Yeah, I seen those. I think my sister likes those. But my sister has like 0 eyelashes or she has no eyebrows either. You could take it. This is it. I give it sorrow and sadness from everlasting bubblegum. Sweet watermelon. So just the members of my family. Here's some gum of sorrow and sadness from Shinova. It's gross. I don't know where my trash can is because I already spent. Yeah. So I'm going to go look for this ruler so that I can film this because I wanted to make a Halloween bowl cozy. And I am excited. I'm excited. I think Ourosa's bag comes out on the 1st, and I think you guys are gonna like it. There's nothing. It's a throwback to something in the past, but no one has made so far in the future for a very long time. And I feel like a lot of people are intimidated by this style of bag, and when they see it, they're gonna love it. And there's a lot of like your own options. Like you can either use she uses the foam and or Decaville light. So you have options like that. Like, do you want to use hardware for the side connectors or do you want to use vinyl for the connectors? Like there's a lot of like build your own kind of thing. Good morning, Lynette. Oh, also anyone that's on Patreon, I did put the poll up yesterday for what bag we're going to do next in Patreon. So go cast your vote. I think there's like 5 or 6 bags that are up there from people's cast your vote. Your vote matters. Your voice counts. Because I think right now, a theme to put everything in from by Annie is the number one. And if that's it, we're going to be doing it like breaking it down on a weekly versus a bi-monthly thing. It's going to be a weekly thing because that is a big bag. But I really do want to make it. I do want to make it. You keep changing your mind. I know. There's a part of me that wants to do the fundamental tote too. Every single bag that's on there, I want to do. Oh, it's not a fast sew. Athena place anything? No, that's why I said that is going to be a slow burn. I would not be surprised if I have to break that into 6 parts because 1, I never made it. 2, there's a lot of components to it, and picking the patterns. Annie's actually really smart. I gotta give her credit. Give credit where credit due. You only can get her patterns, paper patterns. So there's no way for someone to try to download them, copy them, and give them to someone else. And I actually have mad respect for her for that. And then on top of it, you can really have a good total of where your patterns are going on sale. So everyone have to get this paper pattern. So either you would need to go to your local quilt shop or get it on Amazon or buy it from By Annie on itself. Then we have to get all the supplies. That is a slow burn. But I think it's a good project. Hear me out. Not for just people that travel, which I do plan on using it for travel for like if I go to So Magical or when I go to North Carolina, but I think it's a good project for like your UFOs. So let's say that you're doing a Rosie, you put all your stuff because perfect example. We're doing the Catalina not the Catalina. We're doing the Carlotta, and I have all my stuff for the Carlotta in this bag. But it would be nice to have it in a little suitcase where all the stuff for that one is in there, and then I have the other one for like I can put my projects all in one location. And I think that is a cool thing. Like I use these bags. I have another one. I use them all the time. So when I see the a place where you know everything, I'm like, hey, cool. Maybe I could put all my projects that I have like this inside one container and then just move it around when I need it because I'm always doing different projects. So that is a thing. I think it's more than just a travel thing. I think it's a cool thing to put your everyday projects in. Or like if you're with me and you're part of my Patreon, you can put your Patreon projects in there and everything is there so that way you're not missing anything. Hey Louise. She keeps chasing her phone. Don't be a troll. It's called A Place Where to Put Everything 2.0. It is a bag that unzips that has it has like clear pockets like this. It has mesh pockets. It's a place. It literally is what the name is. It's a place that knows everything. It looks like a bag, but it opens fully up and it has like things that you could flip through to put your projects in. And a lot of people use it for when they go to quilt shows or they have classes, they could put stuff in. But I recently seen someone say that they put their projects for the week in it. So like they'll iron, interface, and very similar to this, they'll just stick it in there. And when I measured this out, this is actually shorter than the project is. So I thought it would be really cool because we could start the new year. I wanted to do it really slow. What I wanted to do was do it for November and December. So that way in January, we have now a place to put all of our modifications. So we can go through it. Cause I hear some people saying, hey, I'm still doing the Hitchhiker or I'm doing the Duncan. So what if this place to place put everything could be our modifications for our Patreon. So that way we could have everything and put everything in one place and it's there. And also be cool just to make. And I also think it's an ultimate. If you are friends with someone or a family member that's sewing and you're thinking about what gift should I give them, that is like the ultimate gift. If someone gave me that, I would literally cry because I would know how much work they put into that binding, foam, clear panels, like coordinating your fabrics. There's so much that goes into that. I'm actually quite afraid to do it. That is the bag that I am the most afraid of. I am totally afraid of it. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm petrified of that. By Annie's patterns are always one of my favorite patterns to do, but it's also she is so meticulous and so good at what she does that I don't want to fail her. Yeah, Place for Everything 2.0. Yeah, wouldn't it be cool if oh man, I would want an all Star Wars one so bad. So bad. Mm. The snaps would be good too because you could use the cam snaps, but I thought also, you know how cam snaps has the magnetic ones? Oh, that would even be even stronger. Now, it wouldn't like the people on TSA may not like it because it does have metal, but I mean, they can open it up and see that there's nothing dangerous in it. And oh, it does look, I really want to do that bag. I really wanted to do it for like November, December, and we just break it down so that by the time the holidays are over, our bag is complete. I don't think this is a small project. I feel like this is a project that you need to take your time and have fun with. And it has tons of storage. You can put a lot of you don't have to do this. Like I have like so many of these bags that are filled with projects. This is ours that we're doing right now on Patreon. This is me and my friend Christina's bag that we're doing. I put them in there or I'll lose pieces because I'm infamous for losing. So I'm like A Place for Everything. It's like she knows. She knows that I lose stuff all the damn time. So I thought, why not? And then I thought we could do different takes. Like instead of the Velcro, instead of doing the cam snaps, do magnetic snaps because then bam, that snaps in. Trying different meshes. I know I love the By Annie mesh, but there are some really pretty mesh that are sports mesh that you can get that are like different colors, different shapes, whatever. And then we have so many clear vinyls out right now. We really can create something to make it truly one of a kind ours, or you can make it for someone as a gift. If you know a person that travels a lot and that they teach classes or they take a lot of classes, this might be the ultimate gift. Yes, I think we did the Peacekeeper, if I'm not mistaken, last Halloween. I make those all. I have those hanging around all the time. Oh, I have one right now that's holding up uh, a Georgia Girl stitch pattern. I know. Oh, you okay? We have to be besties. If I'm making this back for you, we need to be besties. We need to be like talking to each other on the phone, busting up laughing every single day kind of thing. But I don't know. There's like a couple of friends I would make it for because I see they're like me and they always have their projects. I have I have project bags, and sometimes when I run out of bags, look, another one here. I'm and this is a project too. So I have project bags all around me. So for me, a person that has a lot of projects, I think this is the reason why I want to make it. Not because I don't try. It's not because of taking it to shows. It's just be nice to have everything in one location. That makes sense. So don't think of it as, well, it's a project bag. I don't go to quilt shows. I don't do anything. Think of it as that if you're like me and you have one, two, three, 4, 5, and I can see 6, 7, 8, 9 on the other side. This might be the thing for you. I have a lot of project bags. A lot. I use them when I'm testing too, because like if I'm testing, I'll stick all the stuff in there and then I'll go and it just is easier. I believe it should be November 1st at Alva. Oh yeah, yeah. If you just go, you have. It's not. That's not on Patreon. That's on my channel. There are playlists, so you'll see by Annie. There's a by Annie playlist, and it should be right there for you. Yeah, it's a fun looking bag. So I mean, if you again, if you have this, and let's say you're like Shnova, I am not going to any retreats. I'm not taking any classes. Don't think of it as that. Think of it as like, okay, well, I could place my projects individually in these themes and call it a day, and I won't lose anything. See, I'm like really for the one for Patreon. I even have the thread color I used, so that way I won't forget. It's what I do. Project Back Show, does that come from a small business? Yes. Those I buy a lot of my all my not custom fabric, but all my fabric from Stitch Supply Co. And if you buy over $100, she puts she gives you a free project bag. I buy a lot from her, and then sometimes I occasionally buy the project bags because they're good bags. I don't. I mean, I know I can make them, but they're just. I mean, why not? And who else has project bags is Tula Pink herself. She has them. And then I think I don't know if she has them is Sewing Patterns by Mrs. H. She has work in progress whip bags, and they kind of are mesh and they're really nice. Yes, I have done the Peacekeeper. If you I either the piece I believe I did the Peacekeeper or one of the project bags. If you go into my playlist, you will see it. It is a free project, and I have two of them over there on the other side. I have a lot of projects. The Peacekeepers are holding the patterns that I would like to create, or my demo bags that I made that I wanted to make to give to. There's two patterns that I'm working on that I'm trying to make for Patreon. One's a double zipper clear pouch, and I have the idea because Kindle has its cords everywhere, but I'm still not 100% on it yet, so I'm still writing out the directions and still making prototypes. So I have like my prototypes that I want to make for Patreon, free, like, free pay patterns. and they're made with the Biani. They're in the Biani bags. That's how I could tell the difference. The work in progress ones are Georgia Girl Stitch, and those bags are from Sewing Patterns by Mrs. H. Yep. I'm not mad at you. Sometimes it works out like that, but then when you want to go back to your project, it's easy. Alrighty. Well, I am going to wash my face, spit out this gum. It's gross. And then I'm going to try to find that ruler so that I can make a cool video so we can do that project tomorrow. A good gift to give to people. And that's it. And tomorrow is Halloween. that was the most you're going to get out of me today. All right. Well, I hope everyone has a really good day, and I will talk to you guys all tomorrow, okay?